Hello everybody, my name is Jonathan Wolf and welcome back to another Retro Achievement Mastery. Today we are in the void, the star void. As you can see, we got these stars and generic dots and polygons, and oh, whoa, that star almost hit the screen. That is awesome. But yes, welcome to a brand new RetroAchievements Mastery. This is we're gonna be doing our 5th mastery, right? Yeah, our 5th mastery, because Crash 2 is number 4. And yeah, today we're gonna do, or today, for today's game, our mastery will be Kirby's Dream Land for the Nintendo Game Boy. So yeah, Kirby's Dream Land was, or is, the first game of the Kirby franchise, and this game is definitely different from the other Kirby games because, yeah, when you hear Kirby, the first thing you may hear is, well, besides Smash Brothers and Sakurai, would be his trademark copy abilities. However, in a surprising twist, yeah, Kirby doesn't have any copy abilities in this game, so yeah, that's a bit interesting. But yeah, basically, this game, you could say that this game suffers tremendously from first game syndrome. But you know what? I don't care, because I still like this game, damn it. But yeah, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Also, I don't have my setup. 6 hours, let's go. Alright, let me set up my controller. I completely forgot to reset my timer. Oh man, I am so good at doing this. Alright, so here we go. Kirby's Dream Land. Now, this set has a whopping... I'm gonna change real quick. So yeah, this set right here has 35 achievements. And basically this set is overall pretty simple. Also, yeah, please ignore these two things because I was testing compatibilities with ROM hacks, and unfortunately, I was still logged into my into the Wolf profile, which yeah, it's basically the same thing that happened with Castlevania, so that's sad. These things are gonna be forever engraved on my profile, which is sad because I'm not going to touch these things for a long time. Especially this thing, because I am not touching Smash 64 for a long time. Because man, that game is that game is god-awful. And I mastered the game, and believe it or not, I mastered the original Smash 64 literally yesterday, and good lord, it was pure misery. I can swear. I fucking despise Smash 64. But moving on to Kirby, which was created by the same person, Masahiro Sakurai. Yeah, basically we have your typical stuff. We have beating all the stages, and then we have beating the stages on the New Game Plus mode, and yeah, we also have a score attack, which is incredibly easy to get. And then we got a bunch of miscellaneous achievements like 1-up achievements, power-up achievements. But then we have the creme of the crêpe, or creme of le crêpe, or whatever you said, and that is to do every boss in both normal and extra mode without taking damage. And yeah, it's as annoying as it sounds, because good lord, it's rough. Let me tell you that right now, it's rough. But you know what? We're going to persevere because we are the greatest gamer there is, hopefully. And yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're going to hopefully try to do this entire game in one session. I mean, this game is really not that terrible. I mean, funny enough, I guess I could look it up real quick, but when I originally mastered this game, I mastered it on the same day I did my Kirby's Dream Land Let's Play, which I did last year, and I managed to beat it in 3 hours and a half. So Yeah, hopefully that doesn't take me that long, but you know, we're not going to, you know, that's gonna be the case if we keep, you know, stalling here. So yeah, with that said, we're just gonna go ahead and go into RetroArch, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started immediately. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So 3, 2, 1, go. Also, holy crap, this game is loud. Let me minus 20. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's the volume configuration I use it, but then again, it doesn't matter because I'm going to adjust the volume in when on editing, because I have to, you know, cut long dead air if necessary. Also, before we continue, hey, there we go. Look at that beautiful overlay with the thumbnail art. That is awesome. Alright, with that said, yeah, let's go ahead and get started with Dreamland. Now, you may notice in the bottom right corner, we have an active achievement. And basically, this achievement is to essentially beat the entire game without dying. And you may think that it's a bit scary because, you know, this game doesn't have copy abilities, therefore it's going to be a hard challenge, right? Well, not really, because, yeah, I'll say right now, this game is really not that difficult when it comes to not dying. Although, you do have to be careful in some aspects. Also, I'm going to leave this here because I have to change it eventually. But yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So here we go, Kirby's Dreamland, starting with Green Greens. So yeah, this game is very simplistic, which, you know, hopefully, which, you know, after Crash 2, this could be, you could consider this as a bit of a relaxing break. Which, you know, makes sense considering that, we're getting closer and closer to the Crash 3 RetroAchievements mastery, which is something that I'm still dreading, even though I've been, like, hyping it up this entire... You know what would be sad? If I hype up the Crash 3 RetroAchievements run, but I just have an easy time. You know, in some regard, I hope that that's the case, but also that's not the case, because... Man, that would be so funny. Alright. Whoa. Alright, throw the bomb, mister. And there we go. So we got Poppy Bros Sr. defeated. And yeah, basically, the name of the game here is to just suck up stuff and spit it out. Because, yeah, in this game, Kirby cannot use transformations. If you try to swallow things, yeah, you're not going to get anything, so... Also, yeah, you cannot do the slide that you can do in future Kirby games. But yeah, basically, normal mode is a very easy stroll. The game is not going to get that challenging until we get to extra mode. Although, to be fair, the only challenging thing about extra mode is trying not to die, but also trying to beat the bosses damageless. But other than that, this game is not that terrible. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep climbing. Let's get the Meta Tomato. Also, wasn't there a 1-up in here? I'm crazy. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, I'm crazy. There's no 1-ups in this level. There's only 1-ups in the other levels. Or level, every level in between the first and last level. Which is kind of funny. Alright, so here we go. Wispy Woods, damageless. Let's go. Now, Wispy can be kind of tricky because, as we learned in the Let's Play, Wispy's nose is actually a hitbox. So we do want to be careful. Because, yeah, if you jump, right here, Wispy, if you touch Wispy's nose, you will actually take damage. And this is and as far as I know, this is the only game in the entire franchise where touching Wispy actually does damage. Because yeah, in other Kirby games, Wispy cannot do contact damage, which is kind of interesting, but yeah, we got ourselves our first achievement, which was, I forgot the name. And that is Windy Woods for defeating Wispy without taking damage. And now we have Green Scenery for beating stage numero uno. Yeah. Also, just in case, because I always forget sometimes. Okay, hardcore mode is on. Sweet. Alright, here we go. Castle Lololo. Now, this is our first level where we can actually get some miscellaneous achievements. In fact, I'm going to pause real quick, and I'm going to boot up the achievement list. Oh yeah, we can actually do this. We can actually get the mic and have a debut concert. And oh my god, I took damage. Alright. Now another achievement. So one of the achievements that we can get in level 2 is by collecting all 5 energy drinks without dying. And here we got another achievement. We basically want to eat this bomb, and then we're gonna spit it out, and we get the pink bomber. Okay, now I always forget where to go. I think this is the wrong way to go. Never mind, I took the right path. Ow. Yeah, I took the right path. Okay. So unfortunately, I did miss an achievement where we can get the invincibility candy. But you know what? That's okay, because we have to do a second playthrough anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, so here we got Lololo, I guess? I don't know. But a very easy fight, nonetheless. Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure I also missed some energy drinks, but I might be wrong on that. Oh my god, the lag. Also, yeah, the mumblies you cannot vacuum, so you gotta keep that in mind. Alright, so here we got the thing. Okay, now right here we have a very interesting achievement. So, by eating this curry, we'll get another achievement. However, there is also an achievement for making it to the boss while being in the curry form. So, okay, I'm gonna try to do this now, just so I don't have to, you know, replay the game again, but yeah, let's try out. Ah, crap. So yeah, too hot for Vermont. And then we just have to make it up here. Go, 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 go. Oh, I missed. No, and I was right there. Yeah, if I didn't bounce off at the beginning, I would have probably gotten it. Ah, that's a shame. That's unfortunate. Ah, that's okay. We can get it on the second go. Or I might as well, or before I do, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Before I do extra mode, I'm gonna get this achievement out of the way. Or that achievement out of the way, so I can actually, you know, have a clear path for extra mode. Because yeah, for extra mode, I'm gonna get the other miscellaneous achievements that I didn't get. Like the 1-up achievement and the, ooh, that was close. Like the 1-up achievement or the energy drink one. All right, but here we got Lolo and Lalala, and these guys are incredibly easy. And we got push and pull. And Laughing Castle. Why laughing though? That's a bit of a. I'm interested on why you say that. Okay. Actually, there's no 1-up achievements in level 2. Okay, so I guess you actually get achievements in starting level 3. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I always forget some things about this game. Oh, eat it. Okay. Alright, let's use this honestly pointless power-up because... Yeah, the thing about the bomb power-up is that it moves way too quickly for it to actually, you know, do an impact. Unless there's enemies like... There's a bunch of enemies like close to each other. But other than that... Yeah, that achievement is... Or that power-up is not very useful. Like, the only useful part that I can think of is... the first time you actually get to encounter that power-up. Alright. Drop that nut. Kill the crabs. Alright. Kaboo! Who's a god in the anime for some reason. Yeah, it's always kind of weird that, you know, we have these characters from, these normal characters that end up being, like, super important in the anime. Like the Cappies, which are those mushrooms that we see in the first level. Yeah, those are the same Cappies from the anime. And then you have, you know, then you have Kaboo, which is a freaking like entity in the anime. Which is pretty funny. I actually kind of like. I actually laugh every time I remember that. All right, here we got our first 1-up. We got Cavern Plunge. Bonk. Also, one thing that is very annoying about this game is the fact that you cannot start floating unless you press up on the D-pad, which is, oh my god, it's really annoying. I don't like that. It's honestly the one thing I don't like about old school Kirby. I would rather start floating by pressing the jump button instead of up, because yeah, like I showed in the when trying to get with the curry to the boss, instead of, you know, going through the door, I just went through I just started floating, which is not good. Alright, so here we got our second 1-up. Main deck, Stowaway. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm safe here. And that's it for the 1-ups in level 3, so that's good. However, we now have the boss of level 3. And anyone who's played this game knows exactly what's coming up next. So yeah, now we have Kabula. Now, thankfully, this version of Kabula is not that terrible. However, Kabula on extra mode, oh boy, that's gonna suck. But yeah, basically, right here we got this power-up. And now we have to do Kabula no damage. Now, just to be quick. Okay, I do have pause. You may notice that I pressed, you can barely see it, but I pressed R1 to pause. And that is because I actually have pause mapped to R1 as well. And that is because the best way to deal Kabula without taking damage is to just pause buffer. But I'm going to try to not do it here. So let's go ahead and see how we do against this blimp. And I almost got hit on the first bullet. That is awesome. Now, one thing I guess I should mention this real quick. If you fail to get the achievement, don't worry, because you will have a... Well, there you go. I failed against Kabula. You know what? I kind of knew that was going to happen. But yeah, we're going to go to the beach, guys. But now we're going to go into the clouds. But yeah, you may be thinking, okay, so I defeated Kabula, but I didn't die, or I didn't kill myself to actually reset. Well, first off, I want to get the Deathless achievement. But also, another thing that you should know is that if you fail to get the achievement, you do have another opportunity. And that other opportunity is during the gauntlet in the castle. So yeah, if you didn't get a damageless achievement, you can actually get it during the boss rematches in Castle DDD. And wait, we're keeping score? Yes, we are, because now we have 100k. And yeah, that achievement is very easy to get. You will get it. You're gonna get it by just playing the game, unless you, by some miracle, decide to ignore all the enemies, which is, you know, it's a way of playing, but ow, it's a way of playing the game, but you know, I'm not judging. Sir Kibble. Yeah, here we got Bubbly Clouds. How I didn't get hit by that Waddle Doo, I have no idea. Alright. And we got Shady Ghosts, quite literally. Scarfies. Alright. Bronto Bird. Ow. Alright. Oh, this part, okay. God, I always forget the route. Although, to be fair, I always take the, like, the bonus route, where you can get, some 1-ups and some health. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I gotta be careful now, because, yeah, we wanna try not to die. So yeah, basically, just to give you guys a quick, showcase, I guess. But if you go through this door, you're actually going. I believe it will take you to the Krakow Jr. fight. However, I'm gonna go over here. Ow! Because here we got a secret. Oh, this thing. Okay. And this part is important because here we're gonna get some health. But more importantly, our first 1-up. Alright, so we got Pillars of Treasure. And I believe that's the first one. Yes, it is. Okay. Alright. So here we got Krakow Jr. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually used to the, Ow. Oh my god, okay. I'm actually used to the extra fight from Krakow Jr. Because yeah, I'm just gonna say right now, so a lot of replays of extra mode has prepared me for for extra mode, especially when I did the playthrough. Alright, but Krakow Jr. is defeated. And now we move on to the final section. And we got another fruit. Alright, so we got some Gordos. I don't think there's actually another... No, there's not a 1-up in here. Ow. Now, one thing you gotta be careful is that Gordos do double damage. So instead of doing 1 energy point, they'll do 2. And I believe spikes also do the same. I did not check, but... yeah. You want to be careful with that. Scarfy! Alright. Okay, so in this area, first off we have this, this thing. Which is... whoa! Okay. Which is, I have no idea why they do this area, but whatever. Also a pointless block. But also, if we jump on this pillar, we can go into a secret area. Now, I believe... Okay, yeah. These stars do not do anything. However, in extra mode, they will do damage. So you want to be careful with that. And here we got Secret of the Stars. And now we got to get 2 more 1-ups, which are at the very end. And basically, we want to go to the top. And then we just... Ow. And then we go through the moon. The moon haunts you. Alright. So we have to free falling. Oh, thank God. I thought I didn't get it. And here we got Celine's Crescent. Yeah, Celine's Crescent. Or Crescent, whatever. Alright, and here we go against Krakow. Crikey! And, oh my god, I forgot how this fight goes. Never mind, I do remember. Yeah, I'll say right now that one of the more... I did mention this, but one of the more interesting things about this game is that both Krakow and Krakow Jr.'s fight are completely different from... Nice. Are completely different from the, from extra mode. Okay, so one more hit, and this cloud is dead. And bonk. Okay, that's 2 bosses we have to redo, so that's not good. Into the Sky. Okay, now here's the thing. I could jeopardize the deathless run and just do the damage and just focus on the damageless run. Because yeah, doing if I have to do a 3rd playthrough to do the deathless run, then that's not the end of the world, but I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna... Now let's just do this. You know what? No. Let's just do this. Let's just get them out of the way. Just for the sake of it. So yeah, here we have the last level of the game, which is Castle Dedede. And basically, we have to refight all bosses. Now, one thing you want to be careful is that if you take damage against these enemies, the achievement will be nullified. So you have to be very careful with that. So yeah, one thing I forgot to do is to focus on positioning and less about damage. I was not paying attention. Oh! Damn it! Well, I gotta do another playthrough just to get this stupid blimp out of the way. Great. Alright, let me do Krakow. Yeah, I might as well do the deathless thing later. Yeah, you know what? I'm doing it. You know, one thing I could do is go for a game over, because if I get a game over, this level will reset and you basically have to refight all 4 bosses again. Should I? You know what? I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. Because I don't want to do another playthrough trying to focus on not dying. So, yeah, this is going to take a while. So, there you go. And yes, I could reset the game, but I'm not going to. Because doing this is actually faster. And you know what? I'm just going to... And you know what? Actually, no. I'm not gonna speed up. I'm gonna make you watch all of this, even though nobody watches the RA sessions. Well, this is a good This is a good, what's it called? This is a good, oh my god. This is a good way of, increasing the death count. Okay. And bonk. Oh no, I got a game over. Whatever will I do? Wake up, you white ball. And as you can see, the Kabula door is resetted. Now, the only penalty you get from getting a game over is you lose half of your total score. Actually, no, that is a lie. I believe you lose, like, I don't know, like 2,000 points or something. I really don't know. And honestly, I don't care. Okay. Oh, look at me pause buffering. There we go, okay. So we got dogfight. Okay. So now we got Krakow. Crikey. Crikey, we got Krakow. Okay. So yeah, I would actually recommend... Actually, no. Staying in the corners is bad, because yeah, we got the lightning attack. But yeah, I will say that the hardest thing about Krakow is... Really? The edge of the beam attack of the Waddle Doo gets me. Oh my god. I'm not gonna say it because I'm probably gonna jinx it, but... You know what, screw it. Screw it. If I do Krakow on Extra on the first try, I'm going to not be impressed, honestly, because, like I said, Krakow on Extra mode is honestly much easier than this. Oh, whoops. So yeah, basically, never be below him. But yeah, what makes the... I would say the biggest issue with Krakow is when he moves, because... Whoa, that was close. Because yeah, you don't get to tell if he does the swipe or he just casually goes to the other side like this. Don't get me. Okay. Poop the Waddle Doo. And bonk. Thundercloud. We got it. Alright. So now we can just beat the game. Except not really, because we have a damageless run with DDD. Okay. Oh, I didn't spit. Nice. Yeah, Lololo and La. I would say in terms of the overall difficulty, this is probably the easiest boss in the game. Both normal, if we're taking both normal and extra into consideration. Also, why am I missing so much? Okay, come on, what's going on? What are we doing? Imagine I got hit there. That would have been funny. Alright, Wispy. Also, as we learned in the playthrough, if you even breathe near the bottom, you're gonna die. So, yeah, be careful. So yeah, just to show real quick, if I jump here, yeah, as you saw, I took damage from Wispy. So yeah, Wispy's face is now actually a hitbox. Although, to be fair, Wispy on normal is not that bad because he doesn't spawn Gordos, unlike extra mode. Alright, here we go. Diddy. King Diddy. So here we have, even though we don't see it in the bottom. Ooh, my god, okay. Even though we don't see him in the bottom. Oh, crap. We have to do a... Well, shit. We have to do a damageless run. And yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm used to this. I'm used to fighting DDD on Expert because he moves way too fast. He moves incredibly fast. And I'm honestly used to his faster speed. But yeah, basically this fight is just a battle of attrition. And I'll say right now, your biggest enemy is the bounce that Kirby does when he falls down, because that can actually throw you off. Also, there's a cat outside my door. Oh. Also, yeah, that's actually another thing I gotta warn you. Never be in the air. Because the last thing you want is to get hit by his jump. And there we go. Victory in the ring. And there we go. That's the game. And it only took us 30 minutes. 32 minutes. Okay, cool. Also, there's a cat outside my door. I don't know if the mic picked it up. And give back the food. And fun fact, by getting that achievement, you are now part of the Satoru Iwata memorial event that is being done, that was made by RetroAchievements in honor of the 10th anniversary of Iwata's passing. So yeah, we're one step closer on getting a badge. That is awesome. Alright, so in one playthrough, we got a whopping 19 achievements, so we're 54% done. Well, that is awesome. So now, what we're missing is beating the game on Extra. Beating the bosses on Extra Damageless. And then we have to get 3 miscellaneous achievements, which, funny enough, all of them can be acquired in level 2. And then we have some extra content, which I will do at the very end. And we also have to beat the game without dying. Which I think I'm gonna do that after I do extra mode. Alright. Bye-bye. Okay, also, I'm going to write this down because I always forget the freaking code for extra mode. Okay, so up A select. Yeah, I always forget I always forget the combination. And unfortunately, we cannot go back to the title screen, so we have to reset. Oh, wait. Reset. Alright, so now we're going to change to a more proper overlay. There we go. Beat up Kirby. Or beat up Wolf Kirby. Alright, so up a select. Alright, so we got extra game. Actually, no. Actually, no. Before we actually do that, I'm gonna very quickly go back to level 2, and I'm gonna try to get the Curry achievement. Although I could get that in the Deathless run. You know what? Let's just do it real quick. Because I believe I can just die to reset. So yeah, we're just gonna very quickly, speed things up. Wow, all bombs. That is pretty generous. Alright, now to play the game Coward's Way. Oh, well, we have to attack, so never mind. We have to attack again. Oh, no. A third time. Holy mackerel. Lag. Yes. Give me more. Good lord, man. This lag, I swear to God. Well, to be fair, it's Game Boy, so... It's not a retro it's not a retro... You cannot say you have experienced old school gaming unless you encounter lag. That's like a... Ow. That's like a norm you have to obey. Not obey, but that's a norm we have to... what's the word? That's a norm we have to... respect, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what word I was going for. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this. 1 out of 5, yes, and I didn't do anything. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna very quickly go to the room with the curry. Oh yeah, I gotta fight a boss. How could I forget? I gotta admit, I actually kinda like this fight. It's pretty cool. Okay. Now here's the thing. You don't have to beat Lolo on the lot. You just need to get to the fight. Oh, it was right there. Oh. I don't think I can... No, I cannot go back. Alright, let's just... Alright. Okay, so yeah, the fastest way to actually... go back is to just, die. Or get a game over. I can't even dive quickly. God damn it. Yeah, I will admit, the curry challenge can be kind of tricky because you basically need to be kind of perfect. Okay, one thing I could do, one thing I haven't tried yet is to actually, what's it called? Spit some fire the moment I grab the curry, because that will prevent me from bouncing. Because, yeah, that's actually one thing you have to try to do is try to not bounce. Which you can do if you do, like, certain actions like inhale and stuff. Yes, and stuff. Oh no, I got hit. Whatever will I do? Oh no. Okay, yeah, I'm not getting it. Okay, so unfortunately, you do bounce, so yeah, it doesn't matter at the end. Oh no, I die. Whatever will I do? Ugh. What do the comments have to say? Let me see. So yeah, the achievement says reach the boss on stage 2 with the spicy food item. Oh, there's a video on it. Oh, let me see. I mean, one thing I could do is... Okay, hang on. I wanna practice something. I wanna practice something. Okay, so I can get in the door while falling. Okay. Oh no! Oh, dude! Oh, come on! God damn it! That stupid ghost! Okay, what happens if I die here? I doubt I'm gonna go back to the... Oh, this room. Okay, that's actually good, because I can very easily just... kill myself quickly with the... Gordos. Also, my god, the speed up is way too quick in here. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, if that ghost didn't get me, I was gonna make it. I was probably gonna make it. I will say right now that if you want to practice, I would recommend you turn off hardcore mode and practice. However, the downside is that let me just show. Like, you can turn off hardcore mode and practice with save states. However, the problem with this is that if you turn hardcore mode back on, the emulator will automatically reset whatever game you're playing. So yeah, that's actually one thing you gotta be careful of. So if you haven't saved in a while, make sure you save, you know? Alright. Alright, here we go again. Oh, I got boosted to the other side. God fucking damn it. Okay, yeah, and I think I now understand why it took me 3 hours to beat this game. Actually, no, this is not the reason. The reason was Kabula on extra mode. And also, yeah, that fucking ghost screwed me over again. Also, yeah, the reason I'm not, you know, resetting is because if I reset, I have to do greens again. And yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I have to say, the overlay right here, very fitting, if I do say so myself. And, oh, come on. I don't want to sing, damn it. Thank you for jumping, Kirby. Hi there. Okay, let me see something real quick. Okay, I could jump in the gap. That is an option. There we go. Oh, don't float. Yes! Curry run! We did it! Alright, cool. Now we can finally do extra mode. Alright, 1A select, or up A select, and we got extra game. Okay, yeah, so far, yeah, that was probably the hardest achievement. Although, it's not gonna take the cake, because, yeah. Okay. So we got... Okay. Okay, so one thing I will confirm... One thing I will confirm right off the bat, I am not getting the deathless run in here, because... Well, first off, I got hit by the first enemy, so There you go. But second, I have to do all the bosses damageless. And yeah, let's just say that 2 bosses in particular are gonna be very interesting. So the main difference between with extra mode and normal mode is that there's different like behavior of enemies. Also, as you can see, enemies are more. The mid bosses, at the very least, are incredibly fast for some reason. Alright. Also, there's new enemies, but, you know, that's a given. Well, there you go. I died on level 1. So much for the deathless run, you know what I'm saying? Good lord. Okay, then. Okay, then. Okay, then. Man, I just love the fact that the enemies just barely get me. Oh my god, what beautiful lag. I love it. Alright. I swear to god, if I struggle on Wispy, I'm gonna be upset, I'm not gonna lie. Look at them wiggle. Nice. So yeah, now we have Wispy. And what makes Wispy hard is that he will spawn Gordos. So camping by the face is not ideal now. As you can very clearly see, considering that, you know, I freaking got hit on the first round, so that is awesome. Okay, now here's the thing. Similar to the normal mode, if I fail this, I can just try again at the castle. So if I take damage I'm not going to worry. Especially considering that if you get a game over, you have to redo the entire level. Case in point. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get to Castle DDD, and then I'm going to do the bosses damageless on the castle, because yeah, like I said, if I get a game over, I have to redo the entire level, as you saw by the Curry run achievement. Okay, now right here we have to get the energy drinks. Also avoid this annoying cannon. Bye. Oh my god. Physics, how do they work? They don't. That's the problem. Okay, so for this point, we have to go down. Okay, we gotta go through this door. Because in here we have an energy drink. Yeah, that's the energy drink. This is the energy drink I usually miss. And if I'm not mistaken, at the end there is a invincibility candy. Yes, sir. Alright. Here we go. Stars Lollipop. Spooky skull. It's not a skull, spooky ghost, but whatever. Leave me alone, foul beast. Ow. Okay, so yeah, here we have our first different mini boss. We have, I guess, Lololo, where after he throws the crate, he will throw a thing. He will throw a Gordo. Good lord. He will throw the ball with spikes. There we go. Oh man. Okay. You know what? I don't care. I'm not rushed. Also, I'm gonna say right now, thank God the achievement doesn't say kill Lololo and Lololo with the curry, because otherwise that would be... I'm pretty sure that would honestly be impossible. And here we go, Mountain Brew for getting the all energy drinks and level 2. And that's it for the miscellaneous achievements. So now we have to do so now we are missing are the extra mode achievements. Beat the game deathless. And there's actually 2 other achievements, but I'm gonna get them at the very end. Okay, so here we got Lololo and Lalala. And the only difference between this and normal mode is that they're faster, as you can very clearly see. But other than that, yeah, they're still pretty easy. Now watch, I'm gonna get hit. Now that I say that out loud. And yeah, my biggest advice, do not, or always be in the center right here. And basically do not chance it. Alright, so that's La La La. And boom! Shove and tug. So that's for beating the boss damageless. And here we have laughing too loud. Ha ha ha. Alright. Oh boy, float islands. So yeah, here we have... So yeah, this is the Kabula level. Do 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 do. Crab. Alright. Cannon. Oh, well. Okay, that was definitely a hitbox. Ow. Also, yeah, that's actually one thing that is kind of dumb, is that, wow. The new enemies, for some reason, sometimes they do double damage, which is pretty stupid, if you ask me. Oh no, they're teleporting. Okay, here we're gonna go over here. Yep. You can't fool me. Alright, just in case, I'm gonna go grab the 1-ups, because the last thing I want to try to is suffer a game over against Kabula. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now. No, you know what? I'm not gonna say it, because I'm gonna jinx myself, because that's my luck. That's the curse that I have to bear. Also, we have cheap shit like that. I love it, said no one ever. Yeah, that's actually another thing that I don't like about extra mode, is that sometimes we have cheap stuff like that. Which sucks, considering that Gordos do 3 hits of damage. So, you know. Yeah, that Shotso is that Shotso, which is not called a Shotso, by the way. It's very cheap. Also, why am I not moving forward? Come on, game. What are you doing? Alright, let's cool off the curry. I don't know why, but I always thought that you automatically lose the curry power if you go into the water, but no. That's just good timing. Oh, well. Oh my god, he's shooting like a madman. Okay, so now we got Kabula. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Actually, no, I do know. I'm gonna pause buffer. Because there's no way I'm doing this legit. And this is the reason as to why I have the pause button to the R1 button. Also, get ready to hear a lot of blings. Never mind, because I took damage. And yeah, that's actually one thing that's kind of annoying, is the fact that sometimes, keyword sometimes, the shots track you. Alright, at least we got it. So yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna worry about the damage list until I get to Castle Deity, because at least the route back to Kabula is not that long. So that's a plus, essentially. Ow. Yeah, like, my god, these cannons are very annoying. I don't remember them being oh god, that annoying in the replays. Okay, here we gotta be careful because yeah, we have killer umbrellas. I love it. Hi. Oh my god, I knew it. And because it's a new enemy, it does double damage. So, there you go. Yeah, I have to say, like, sometimes extra mode can be very, and I mean very cheap. Case in point. Oh, what? Yeah, I should do that instead. There we go. And yeah, that's actually one thing that that's actually one thing I don't like about like certain hard modes of games, and that's the fact that if you don't know that there's something coming, then you're gonna get hit no matter what, which is honestly the cheapest way of increasing difficulty in a game. That and, you know, giving more health to already tanky enemies in the main game. Looking at you, Metroid Prime. I love you, but good lord, your hard mode is so annoying. And honestly, I'm just gonna say this right now. Metroid Prime hardest mode, Probably one of the most boring experiences in Metroid, and that's something I don't say lightly because I absolutely adore Metroid. But yeah, like Trilogy's hyper mode and GameCube and Remaster's hard mode. God, it's so boring. Especially the bosses. Like, oh my god, Meta Ridley. Like, I used to like Meta Ridley, but man, now that every time I replay Prime, it's just such a waste of time. He's such a freaking waste of time. Also, why am I mashing? I can just hold the button. Yeah, that's something that always throws me off. All right, Kracko Jr. Ow. There we go. Easy peasy. Even though I took damage, whatever. Okay. What do we have now? Well, more Gordos, of course. Whoa. No, what are you doing? But yeah, like I said before, like, I really don't like the fact that, your float is tied to the up button. It's honestly like I said, it's honestly my least favorite thing about all Kirby games until 64, because I think 64 is the first game that doesn't use that logic. Also, I'm not going for the 1-up because the shooting stars actually do damage this time. Also, it's just 1 life, so it's not that worth it. Also, ow. Alright, time for some extreme falling. Look at all this beautiful lag. I love it. Nice. So yeah, I believe the achievement to get the extra lives. The achievement for the extra lives to get the 3rd and 4th extra life is only for normal mode. Okay, here we got Kracko, and yeah, compared to the normal mode Kracko, this Kracko is, oh Jesus, this Kracko is honestly one of the easiest fights in the game. Because he will always stay in the middle, and he will spawn bombs just like Kracko Jr. And the only attack you have to be careful of is the dash, which is very telegraphed. And the best thing is that you just have to jump and you'll avoid him, no problem. Okay, I very clearly touched him, but whatever. And there we go. Rainy with a chance of explosions. Yeah. And we got shot out of the sky. Alright, so we got Mount How's it recording, by the way? 1 hour, let's go. Okay. So now we have to... oh, right. I need to do Wispy Damageless. Yeah, let me do Wispy first, just to get him out of the way. Because after that, I'm going to focus strictly on Kabula. Damn it. Yeah, that's actually one thing I will say about this game, and that's the fact that sometimes the inputs are delayed, and I do not like when that happens. It honestly makes the game a bit infuriating. Or when it comes to eating and spitting stuff out. I guess I should say this right now. Now, the reason I stay where Wispy is because that's an area where the... Of course. What are the odds that he was gonna do that? When you're next to Wispy, he's the he's not gonna do the... What's it called? He's not gonna do the... He's not gonna do, or his spit attack is not gonna get you. I will say that the scariest part about this fight is when a Gordo spawns like right next to you, like right like over here, because you have to basically jump and avoid both Wispy's hitbox and the Gordo. Yeah, there we go. We got ourselves Sharp Leaves, which is Wispy on extra without taking damage. And oh boy, now we got Kabula. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Now thankfully, because we're in the castle, we just have to go through this room and that's it. But, you know. We still need to fight Kabula. We still need to do this thing damageless, so there you go. So yeah, let's go with the pause buffer. Nice. You know what? I want to see real quick. How does the shots work? Because sometimes I feel that the shots track you, but they basically just undulate up and down. But yeah, to this day, I still don't understand. I still don't find a very a strategic like way to defeat Kabula damageless on extra. I mean, as you saw in the Let's Play, I just brute forced it to the point that I basically got to DDD with 1 health, or with 1 HP. Which was probably the hypest moment in the playthrough, in my opinion. Or for me, at least. Wow, I avoid that, wow. Also, I'm pretty sure that the way the shots go is depending your distance from Kabula. I'm gonna get hit, aren't I? I didn't get hit. Wow, look at that. Ah. I could have done it there. Ah, whatever. I don't care. Now, the sad thing about the game over is that I have to do Wispy again, but I don't care because I can take damage. Wow, even the spikes do triple damage. That is pretty stupid. Ah, whatever. What are the odds of that shot getting me, you know? Also, yeah, that's probably like a big advice, and that's the fact that don't get near you know what? Let's just... Okay, never mind. Gordos now do 4 damage. Okay, fuck me then. Well, that's stupid. Yeah, that is not stupid at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was a stupid death. Alright, you die. Shit, you shithead. Alright. Attempt number something. I forgot the number. Wow. See, look at that. Like, it curved down. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I have no idea how the shots from Kabula work. To the point that, like I said, I'm pretty sure the only way to truly do this is to just pause buffer. Like, I'll say, if the Kabula fight, if this fight would be just the same fight as normal, but the shots move faster, honestly, this wouldn't be that bad, but... Oh yeah, I gotta be... What are the odds? You know? What are the odds of that happening? Also, yeah, look at that. The freaking shots went backwards. Isn't that just beautiful? So dumb. Ugh. Yeah, this is definitely, this definitely is taking the title for the hardest achievement. Because I'll say, DDD is not that hard. I'm just gonna say this right now. DDD is not as hard as Kabula. I would say that what makes DDD hard is that he has more health. What are the odds, you know? What are the freaking odds? Alright. What do the comments have to say about this stupid fight? Okay. And yeah, that's actually one thing that makes this achievement very annoying, is the fact that there's always that one stray bullet that you will not predict and will always say, screw you, you're not getting the achievement. Do it again, idiot. Chaos Alpha is a cakewalk. I mean, you know, whatever. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Okay. Also, yeah, I'm sorry that this is basically the entire fight, but what the heck? Oh shit. Yeah, I'm trying to not spam, but yeah, sometimes the input does not register. Okay, he's almost dead. Yes! Yes! We did it! Zeppelin face off. Okay, that didn't took as much as I did on my original playthrough. Thank God. Also, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this, but if you get hit by the enemies before starting the fight, you will actually it will count as you taking damage. So yeah, you gotta take that in mind, or keep that in mind. Ow. So yeah, doing this. Oh no, I took both. That would have been 2 hits, but no, because this game it's weird when it comes to swallowing multiple things at once. It counts as 1, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's a minor thing, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Ow. Okay. Lalalo and Lalala, you're next. So yeah, now the next hard challenge is DDD Damageless. And yeah, remember what in the, I've been teasing a lot in both the Crash 1 and the Luigi's Mansion video that Damageless Achievements have eternally scarred me for life, and here's one of them. Here's one of the many damageless achievements that have eternally scarred me. Although I will say that this is not the hard... Although I will say right now, Kabula Damageless is not the worst damageless achievement I've gotten. And the funniest thing, it's not even the worst damageless achievement from a Kirby game. That honor, I will give it to Squeak Squad. Because it has a damageless achievement so horrendous that... I think trying to get that achievement is gonna make me rage more than the Luigi's Mansion Twins achievement. Just saying that right now. But we'll get to Squeak Squad eventually. So what I'm gonna do when it comes to you know, games in a franchise, I'm gonna try my best to do them in order. So for example, if I want to do, let's say, Mario Kart DS, I do want to master Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, Super Circuit, and Double Dash before doing DS. Now the problem is that I have to play 3 of the most infuriating games, those being Super, 64, and Double Dash. I will actually say that Super Circuit is not as bad, although getting 3 stars is going to be a pain in the ass. But, oh my god. 64 is... Oh my god. Like, I mastered 64 like a couple of weeks ago, and... Oh my god. To give you a perspective, it took me 3 years to master that game. That's how bad it got. Alright, DDD fight, let's go. We have 1 hit. Of course we do. Now, the good thing is that because DDD moves... Never mind. I hate you, game. Now, the good thing is that because DDD moves fast, you can actually jump over his attacks, or both. You can jump over both the inhale attack and the dive attack. Also, yeah, this is actually one thing that DDD can do. Oh god. And that is to jump off the screen. Okay, yeah. Also, one thing that is very obnoxious about this fight is that the stars that DDD spawns, they can actually do damage to you. Thank you, game. Okay, yeah, this is taking too long. And yeah, that is honestly the one thing I don't like about this fight. But yeah, my biggest advice for this fight is never stay on the edges. Stay on the middle. However, don't stay close to DDD because, yeah, that can be annoying. Oh no, I died. Whatever will I do? Ooh. Now the way DDD works is that when it comes to the inhaling and the hammer attack, he will lock into the last place you were at, and then he's going to strike the hammer. Oh, god damn it. Also, yeah, remember when I said that floating can be kind of annoying? Because if you hit the ground hard enough, you're gonna bounce. Yeah, that bounce can kill you very quick. That bounce can screw you very quickly. Now, the good thing is that even though we got a game over, if you get a game over on DDD, you do not have to do the entire gauntlet again. So yeah, as you can see, all bosses are close, meaning that yeah, we go straight to DDD. Thank God, because otherwise, this fight would have been incredibly annoying. Yeah, basically just have to wait until... The best attack to get stars is the jump attack. Ooh. Oh! Wow. Whoa. Ah! And yeah, because he moves way too fast, he can get you very quickly with the inhale attack. Not to mention that you do want to be careful because I knew it. I knew it. Because when he does the hammer attack, if you're in the air, he will jump. Well, it's not gonna do it here, but yeah, as you can see, he will. Yeah, as you saw right there, he jumped with the hammer. So. Not. Now the good thing is that this is the last achievement that is hard because I'll say right now, the Deathless achievement is not that bad. Oh god. Yeah, that's one thing that is oh my god, what the heck was that DDD? Good lord. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna speed up. How am I doing, by the way? Hour and a half. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh my god, the star got me. Yeah, see, that's actually another thing that that's actually another thing that's kind of annoying, is the fact that the stars just have a very weird hitbox. I will say the best way to... Oh, no, never mind. Whoa. I knew it. I knew it. And yeah, another thing that's kind of dumb is that the stars can actually block DDD, which is another very stupid thing. Alright. Oh. But yeah, basically for this fight, you just have to take your time. What the heck is a hitbox? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh. Wow, okay. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, one thing I've noticed is that if you get him off screen, he will Usually do the dive. Oh! Yeah, this fight is also... Oh my god, okay. This fight also relies a lot of in RNG because sometimes you can be like 5 minutes where Diddy's just gonna start running around. Okay then. Yeah, like I said, he's just gonna start running around and just doing the dive or the back or the inhale attack. And yeah, that's actually, and yeah, like I said, my biggest issue with DDD is that he has way too much health. I think that if it was just 2 hits less, I would have been fine. And why didn't you do 3 jumps? You were supposed to do 3 jumps, you fat penguin. Thank you, game. Ugh. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. Dude, why are you so random, you fat penguin? What the hell was that hitbox? Okay. Every time! Every time! Why can't we, like, you know, go back to my Let's Play era where I almost beat this guy with 1 health? Motherfucker. So yeah, remember when I said that Damageless Achievements are the absolute worst thing I've gotten in RetroAchievements? This is this is just the beginning, people, because yeah, they are even worse. Yeah, if you can believe me, there's actually worse Damageless Achievements I've gotten in this website. And like I mentioned, there's even worse Kirby Damageless Achievements that I've gotten. Stupid. So stupid. Okay there? DDD? Why didn't you do that dive? Oh my god. We're doing so good. We're doing so good, man. Okay. At this point, I could just rely on the hammer attack, although, yeah, that's, I knew it. I knew it! Oh my god, come on. So stupid. I knew it. I knew it! Because... Oh, whoops. Every time I want him to do the dive, he does the inhale attack. Of course he does the hammer attack. So dumb. What the hell was that hitbox? Nice. Explain that hitbox, game. Please explain that hitbox. I was nowhere near close at Penguin. So dumb. So dumb. No. The time I don't want him to dive, he does the dive. That's so stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, this fight is... I forgot how worse this fight is compared to Kabula. Like, holy crap. I'll even say, this might be worse than Kabula. Just because of how... Just because of how more random this fight is compared to Kabula. Of course. Alright, question of the day. Will I get to 0 points? Stop jumping. No. Oh my god, the feet? The feet? Are you serious? What is a hitbox, man? Seriously, what is a hitbox? I've dealt with stupid hitbox in my life, but my god, this might take the cake. Okay, yeah, okay, that was my fault. Ugh, I thought he was gonna do the dive. Damn it. Why were you looking the other way, Kirby? I swear to God, every single attempt that I'm getting closer, I'm getting hit by the most bullshit way in the most bullshit way possible. I swear to God, man. Oh, screw you. I hate how Kirby... I hate the floating in this game. Seriously. It's just terrible. Of course. Of course. When he's not on the middle, he decides to jump. Of course. Ugh. Damn it. What are the odds that he was going to do the jump? Please tell me, what are the odds that he was going to do the jump attack? Oh my God. Again, I get close, but the game says fuck you, you're not getting the achievement, dumbass. Alright. Eat this. You fat fuck. So yeah, I love when he does the hammer attack when I'm like at the edge. That is awesome. Oh my God. Alright, shut up. Thank you, game delay. Thank you so much. Oh my God, this game is so well made. No delays whatsoever. I love it. Of course he was gonna do the hammer attack because I was trying to jump over him, but no, the game says fuck you, take damage, idiot. Surprised I got him. No, what are you doing? I mean, I am inhaling so that I don't bounce when I hit the ground. That's what I'm doing, but it takes so long for Kirby to recover. Maybe it's a bad idea to do that. gonna dive. I knew it. Son of a bitch. Yeah, this is where all the extended time's gonna go, by the way. And of course, I'm gonna do the hammer attack when I'm at the edge. Hammer attack at the edge. Predictable. Fuck you. Oh, come on! What is that reach? That's so stupid. He was gonna do the jump. I don't fucking care who anyone says. He was gonna do the damn jump. So dumb. So fucking dumb. Of course. Oh my god, of course. Of course. Stupid. Oh, thanks for looking the right direction, Kirby. There was a pattern there. There was a pattern, indeed. Yeah, that's what I should do for when he dives after a jump. I hate that this is way too close to me. Also, in case you're wondering why I jump before I inhale, is so that I don't have to deal with the floaty air time of Kirby. Get out of here! Yeah! Royal Nemesis! Oh my god, that was so annoying. Oh. I got him on a pattern at the beginning. Oh my god, thank god it's over. Oh. Good lord, man. That was so annoying. You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. This was honestly worse. I had a harder time here than Kabula. No food for you, and that's for beating extra mode. Or the final level extra mode. Oh, thank god it's over. Oh my god. Okay. And there we go. That is it for extra mode. However, we're not done. We still have to do one more playthrough, but it's gonna take me like, give or take 5 minutes to beat another mode because I gotta do a deathless run. Now the deathless run, yeah, we have to not die. Now I will say that The hardest thing about the Deathless route is the final level, because unlike the other levels where you get healed at the end and there's also healing items, there are no healing items in the last level. So you basically have to try your best to do a damageless run of the first 4 rooms, and you know, you can take free damages to some extent with against DDD, but oh man, that was awful. that was freaking awful. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Some people say that DDD is harder. I would honestly say that, or some people say that Kabula is harder. However, the thing about Kabula is that if you land every shot against Kabula, you can kill him very easily. The thing about Kabula is trying to avoid the what's it called? Is trying to avoid the shots. The shots are honestly the hardest part about Kabula. But yeah, like I said, what makes DDD annoying is the fact that you can go for a long time without him doing an attack that gives you a star. And if he does do an attack that gives you a star, if it's the hammer attack and you're at the edge, then it's impossible to get the star without taking damage, you know? And the jump, which means that the jump attack is basically your only reliable source unless you decide to stay in the middle, which is not a good idea, because depending what attack he does, he's going to get you in a bad position, you know? But yeah, other than that, yeah, this was rough. Man, that was rough. Good lord. Oh, also, we missed Squishy. And there he is, the big fat fuck himself, King D. I love how the D is uppercase. Oh my god, good lord. Also, let me write this down because I'm gonna forget. So, down, B, select. You know, DDD, you should celebrate, because, you know, you got me stuck for a while. Also, 2 hours. Good lord. Okay, let's speed run this. Okay, so we have 3 more achievements to get. The first one is by pressing down B select, and then we go to the sound test, and we get pocket jukebox. Oh, come on. Exit. And then we have 2 achievements. One of them I will get before the final fight. And the last one is the Deathless run. So let's go. So yeah, the Deathless run is not that terrible, because you get healed in between stages. There's also a bunch of heals you can get. And yeah, if you just go for the shortest route, this game would honestly take me, like, I would say take me 5 minutes. Well, let's find out. So we're starting at 2 hours exactly. Well, kind of exactly. And also, as you saw by when we started extra mode, you can try to get this achievement on extra mode. Yeah, unless you're incredibly masochistic, don't do it. Don't do it on extra mode, because it's gonna be a miserable time, especially Castle DDD or Mount DDD. Yeah, I will say that Mount DDD is definitely the hard part of the run. Because like I said, you have to defeat 5 bosses without healing. Although, to be fair, the only hard fights of the game are DDD and honestly Krakow, I would say. Krakow is honestly pretty hard. At least normal game Krakow. Because yeah, like as you saw by my extra mode gameplay, I did both Krakow fights, or I did both final Krakow fights damageless. And I did struggle with Krakow in the normal game. Alright. Now the good thing is that we just have to get to the end here. Nice iframes there. Die. Oh, I got him. Nice. So yeah, as you can see, very easy. Also, yeah, this is gonna take me more than 5 minutes. I would say, at the very least, 10. Yay, I'm dead. Alright. So yeah, we can just go through here. Now, I will say this right now. Thank God there's not an achievement for doing every level without taking damage. Because my God, that would be so annoying. Especially if they do achievements for extra mode. Because, yeah, that would be the absolute worst. Because there is a game that I adore to death, which I will do for this series, that has achievements for beating all stages without taking damage. And some stages, yeah, they're kind of masochistic when it comes to the tiny, like, projectiles that can get you. Also, I took damage on this fight, wow. Also, I don't know why, but I thought that the extra mode of this fight had Lolo and Lala use Gordos, but no, that's a thing in Superstar. Also, yeah, we can skip this, so. Clam. Go away. Alright. It's a swimming cannon. My goodness. Squishy. You know, that's like the... Honestly, if I were to play, what's it called? Star Stacker? The only reason I would play that game is just to hear the announcer go, Squishy. Or Bronto Bird. Ow. Alright. I could go for the Maxim Tomato, but... Nah. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I swear that with the Kirby you move faster. No, I just said I don't want to do it. I don't want it, damn it. Health is overrated. Okay, now the thing is, what order am I gonna do the gauntlet? I think I'm gonna start with Krakow because Krakow is the hardest one of the 4. And you know, you always want to start with the hardest one. Yeah, look at that. With just the initial attack, you can get or you can deal 2 health points to Kabula before he even attacks. That's like the one thing that you know, makes Kabula somewhat easier if you in the or that's like the one thing that makes Kabula not that bad in extra mode. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, now here we got a bunch of a bunch of pits. Thank you, game. Freaking input delays. I love them. I mean, it's a Game Boy game, so I should cut it some slack, but then again... Actually, no, Metroid 2 was also this... It was also this bad. Even I will admit. Which is funny, because... And yeah, speaking of Metroid 2, I finally played through Metroid 2, which for a long time was the only Metroid game, or the only 2D Metroid game I've never played. Because, yeah, when it comes to my Metroid experience... Ow. Okay, hang on, I gotta focus. But yeah, when it comes to my Metroid experience... Before this year, let's put it that way. Before this year, the only Metroid games that I've never played are Prime Hunters, Prime Pinball, Metroid 2, the original Metroid 2, and technically Prime 4. Now the only games I haven't... Now the only Metroid game... The only official games that I've never played are... What's it called? Oh, he's immune! Nice. Ow. I love you can actually see like a square where the eye is. Also, why are you moving so slow? Alright. Also, yeah, the first time I ever heard that song was in the Kirby's Epic Yarn, because in that game the tank uses that same song. Yeah, this song you're hearing right now. Pretty cool. Because yeah, when I played Epic Yarn for the first time, I've never played the original Kirby. And yeah, when it comes to Kirby, I didn't experience this game until I got the Dream Collection for Wii, which allowed me to play pretty much every game on that collection for the first time. Because yeah, the only Kirby games that I had were Superstar Ultra, Epic Yarn, and Return to Dreamland. Alright, so we got Crikey. It's Crikey. Yeah, that's the reason I don't stay in the middle, because you can do the swipe there. There you go. I mean, you can also jump over it, but, you know. Of course. And the Waddle Dee was never seen again. And yeah, that's actually one thing I find hard about Krako, is the fact that when he gets to the other side of the arena, he will immediately start an attack, which kind of makes it more difficult, especially with the delay that Kirby has after when he inhales, or the recovery that it takes Kirby for him to, you know, get back to being movable, I guess, for lack of a better word. Okay, here we go, gauntlet time. So yeah, we're gonna do Krakow first, because Krakow is the harder of the 4. Then I'm gonna do Kabula, Wispy, and Lalala and Lalala. So almost reverse order. You know what? No, let's be daredevilish. Let's do Kabula last. Well, that was stupid. Whoa. That was close. Yeah, let's just go la la la. Or la 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 and la la la. Okay, now the thing is, I don't think you can kill these guys with I don't think you can inhale those mask enemies. So yeah, we're just gonna take it slow. Surprised I actually got him. Am I sure they're gonna kill La La La? Nice. Oh, what happened? You know what? Stand your ground! I almost got hit there. Oh, man. Okay. Time for the tree. Why do we have to collect a Kirby? What is the implications of that being a Kirby there? I don't get it. Alright. So yeah, because there's no Gordos, we can just stay where the face is. Actually, yeah, because of that, Wispy might be the easiest fight in the game. Nah, whatever. Alright, this place again. I love this place. It's my favorite. Oh my god, well, that was stupid. Okay. Come on, this guy's easy. I play shoot 'em ups, damn it. Well, sometimes. There we go. Alright, now before we fight Dedede, we're gonna pause the game. Because if we stay on the pause screen for a bit, we gotta give it a couple seconds. Look at that. Kirby's moving on his own. Oh no! We lost the signal. To the Kirby. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, let's go and do the Mario. I forgot the song lyrics. And there we go, do the Kirby. So yeah, basically you just have to wait for Kirby to do a little dance. And there we go. Alright, final boss time. 4 hits, let's go. And oh my god, he's so slow. He's so slow, guys. I can't do this. Oh god. Oh, what happened? I pressed the button, but it didn't inhale. Oh no. Also, yeah, as you can see, he's doing the hammer and jump attack like very often. Like, what the heck? Why couldn't this be a thing in extra? Alright, and boom! And there we go. We have done it. Alright. I gotta prepare for this. So we got... Come on. Give it to me, damn it. Time. Perfectly round. And there we go. And yeah, it says 8 hours because that's the... And yeah, it says 8 hours, but the reason it says 8 is because... if I show it... Come on. Yeah, it says runtime, and yeah, it basically... It basically, like, shows the amount of game time that it took you to, you know, be master in total. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I mean, the website says mastered in 2 hours, 20 minutes, so I'll take that. Although it says 2 hours, 18, so yeah, it's not that terrible. But yeah, there we go. That is Kirby's Dream Land Mastered. And yeah, this one was not that terrible. Also, I can't believe that it took me longer to do this than Scooby-Doo and Cyber Chase. Good Jesus Christ. Because yeah, Scooby-Doo took me an hour and a half. And this took me 2 hours. Almost 2 hours and a half. Good lord. Alright, also, let me write this down real quick. So, 2 hours... no, 18 and 30 seconds. All right. Okay, so yeah, with that said, we're going to shut it off, and we're gonna go to the grid. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, everyone, here we are on the grid, and yeah, as you can see, our 5th mastery. If we reload, you can see that we now have a full row, which means that the next game is going to be below Crash. So, yeah, we managed to get our first row. That is awesome. So, Crash 1, we just mentioned, Cyber Chase, Crash 2, Kirby's Dream Land. That is awesome. And yeah, as you can see, we have 35 out of 35 achievements and our Gold Mastery Badge. Now, going back to the grid, when it comes to the difficulty... let me see real quick. What difficulty did I give it? Just for reference. Where is it? I don't know where it is because I have a lot of games. I mastered a lot of games. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. So, okay, Kirby's Dream Land. So I gave it an 8. Wow, I gave it an 8. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could say, oh, shut up, Edge. I could, not Edge, Excel, or Google Docs, or Google Sheets, there we go, that's the word. I mean, I could give it an 8, and, yeah, I was thinking of giving it a 7, however, yeah, I do agree that the extra mode does ramp up the challenge a bit, although to be fair, the only challenging things about the extra mode are Kabula and DDD, because Wispy can be hard if you get a bad Goro spawn and a bad RNG with a Wispy's spit attack. You can also get a bad Lolo and Lala are very easy, and Krakow is also another very easy fight. Now, I will say this right now, that if there was an achievement for doing extra mode without dying, I would give this a 9. I would have give this a 9, maybe a 10, if you ask me. But, you know what? I'll give it an 8. I will definitely give it an 8. Now, you may notice right here, we got this new section called quality. Now, this is actually a thing that I introduced in a in the Crash 2 video. And basically, what I decided to do is I decided to divide the fun stat into 2. So basically, the quality stat will basically answer the question of how expansive is the set that will guarantee you to revisit a game and discover things you've never, seen before. That's basically like the question that I'm asking. And basically, for games like you may notice right here that I gave Crash 1 and Cyber Chase a 5. And the reason why I gave them a 5 is because, with the exception of the collector achievements of Cyber Chase and the boss challenges and the other miscellaneous achievements for Crash 1, there really isn't that much to do. In fact, I might as well give Crash 1 a 4. I was originally going to give Crash 1 a 4 because, yeah, like the miscellaneous challenges are like, what, 50 boxes on Crash, Aku Aku, and cross the bridge or destroy the bridge in the first level without jumping. That's basically what it is. But other than that, yeah, it's like it's not that creative, so to speak. And yeah, as you can see, I gave Luigi's Mansion an 8, and that is because there's actually more stuff to do in the outside of beating the game. Like, for example, we got Totaka's song, doing the disappointing and making EGAT proud in the tutorial, the boo achievement or the boss achievements like freezing 10 or more boos again in the Bolossus fight. And yeah, other stuff like that, like beat Area 1 in less than 7 minutes. Achievements like these are the reasons why I love RetroAchievements. And just to give a quick heads up, the next game on our list is a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. And it's a PS1 game. It has a 64 and Dreamcast version. That's what DC stands for. And yeah, you may know what game I'm talking about if you've seen my old Let's Plays from last year. But yeah, other than that, the only thing I'm going to say is that the set of the next game we're tackling is a definitive, without question, 10 out of 10. One of the best sets I think I've mastered in my early career of RetroAchievements in my personal account, basically. Now, you may notice that I don't have the quality setting on my personal stuff, and that is because I've mastered 119 games. It says 120 Super Mario 74, but I haven't mastered this games. But I have it here just in case, because this is the next game I'm mastering. Also Resi 4, but yeah, I still haven't touched Mercenaries yet. But yeah, I've mastered 119 games, and yeah, this is gonna take me a while to actually go for all of the things. Although it's just a number, so I might just have it ready for next session. But yeah, I'm in the wrong stuff. Shut up, Google. But yeah, when it comes to the quality, I do like that the set basically tells you to explore every level, or at the very least level 2, 3, and 4, because level 1 is very straightforward. With the exception of that one area at the beginning where you have 2 energy drinks, there's really nothing else to explore in level 1. So, yeah. I mean, but yeah, you also have the power-ups, you have getting the 1-ups on the stages, and I do like it that you're basically encouraged to do secret hunting and also do some challenge runs like the Curry run and the Damageless Achievements, as annoying as they can be. Also, wow, Zeppelin is 50 and Royal Nemesis is 25. How's perfect? 25 as well, wow. So I guess this would be like a gold trophy, and this would be like a silver trophy, by that logic. Huh, interesting, okay. But yeah, overall the quality, I'm going to give it an 8. This was a very good, I actually do enjoy the bunch of miscellaneous achievements, and I also love how it encourages you to explore the levels, which is pretty nice. And as for fun, I did actually have fun, although the DDD fight was a bit annoying because of the randomness factor of his attacks. Not to mention the bullshit hitboxes because with the grab attack. But other than that, it was pretty fun, and I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it a 7. I might give it an 8 when I write the script for this video, but I did have fun. You know what? Let's go 8. 8 across the board. Let's just go for an 8 across the board. Let's just say screw it and let's just deal with it, you know? And yeah, we got 8s across the board. So an 8 of difficulty, an 8 of quality, and an 8 of fun. Now, a lot of people may be wondering if I'm going to get to an achievement or a set where the quality is going to be less than a 5. I will say right now that when it comes to quality, if I give it a 5, that means that you did the bare minimum. That you did stuff that does not involve just beat the game 100% to get the mastery, which there's a particular game involving a white mouse that might have a very bad quality score. Just saying. Just saying right there. Now, as for the hardest achievement, you know what? I'm doing it. Royal Nemesis. That is the hardest achievement for me. DDD Damageless, that was honestly much more difficult than Kabula, because at the very least with Kabula you can just pause buffer and that makes the fight easier. Now, I will say this right now. If they decided to pull a Mega Man and disable the achievement if you pause buffer, that would have taken the cake. In fact, I would honestly say that this achievement would honestly be 100 points. It would honestly be 100 points in my opinion, if they didn't allow a pause buffer, because for Mega Man 1, and I'm not sure the other games, but for Mega Man 1, there are achievements for beating all the bosses in the game without using the pause glitch. So, or without pausing during the fight. So, yeah, let's just say that I'm not ready to do a Mega Man game for a very long time. I mean, the only Mega Man game that I've truly beaten is Mega Man 2, because it came with the SNES Classic, but that's besides the point. But yeah, with that said, we are done with Kirby's Dream Land Retro Achievements. So yeah, next game, we're going to be tackling a PS1 game with 90 achievements, the highest amount. Also, and yeah, as you can see right here, we have future teases which is gonna be very fun and have you play the guessing game. But also, as you can see, our 10th mastery will be Crash Bandicoot Warped. So, and yeah, we're basically one, 2, 3, 4 games before Crash. Now, I say 4 games, but I did mention that Crash Bandicoot Warp is going to be our 8th mastery episode. So, why is it not in number 8? Why is it in number 10 and not number 8? Well, you might want to, well, I'm not going to mention it, but let's just say that the video after Kirby is going to be a bit interesting and cover a topic that I haven't touched upon yet in this series. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's it for this mastery. Thank you all so much for watching this mastery, my full playthrough of the Kirby's Dreamland RetroAchievements mastery. If you enjoyed this playthrough and when you want to see my other my other full RetroAchievement playthroughs, make sure you subscribe to the Wolf Archives channel, since I will be posting all the videos in the channel. But also, if you want to check my RetroAchievement experience documentation, be sure to check my main channel, Jonathan Wolf Gaming. Links will be in the description below. And yeah, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell to that channel to get notified for future RetroAchievement content. By the time I'm making this video, the Cyber Chase video is gonna go up on Friday, or this Friday, which, by the way, I'm recording this on July 22nd. And yeah, I just finished recording the voiceover for Crash 2. So if my voice sounds like I'm dying, then that's why. And yeah, now I have to start working on the Crash 2 video, which that's gonna take me a while, because yeah, the script is 20 pages. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now. These videos are long. At the very least, this video is gonna be shorter, because there's really nothing. Because outside of the miscellaneous stuff, there's really nothing else to talk about extra mode, with the exception of the damageless achievements. So, with that in mind, you know, it's gonna be straightforward when I talk about the extra stuff, or the extra game stuff. But yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. I'm Jonathan Wolf. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that the RetroAchievement videos are picking up views, which is really awesome. And yeah, basically, yeah, doing the RetroAchievements is honestly the best decision I've made in the channel. At least the main channel. Alright, I'm dragging this a bit too much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching this mastery. I'm Jonathan Wolf, and I will see you all in my next Retro Achievement Mastery playthrough. Take it easy, everyone.